Hello everyone, today we will be learning a new technique called F2l that will improve your time drastically. So, let's get started. Okay, let's start with the very basics. So, F2l is a method used in speed solving that is faster than the beginner's method because it solves both the first two layers at once instead of individually like in the beginner's method. So, basically, what you do in F2l is instead of putting the white corner piece in, finishing all of those, then doing the edge pieces, we are going to do both the corner piece and the edge piece at the same time by just pairing them up, then putting them in. And that would go like this. And as you can see, we have paired these two up and put them in. We have finished a part of the white and also a part of the second layer. And that is what an F2l pair looks like and what F2l is. Next, I'll cover how to insert F2l pairs before we get to the F2l cases so you can know how to do that. Okay, so in this case, the F2l pair is here. The blue, red, white, and blue, red. And we want to insert this with R, U prime, R prime. And you can just follow the movement of my hands instead of memorizing the algorithm if that's easier. Now, the same thing on the left side. L prime, U, L. Now, time for the cases that have different colors on top. So, I'm going to do the red, blue one here. R, U, R prime. And then, also the left side variation of this is L prime, U prime, L. Again, it's better to memorize what you're doing with your hands instead of the actual algorithm because it's more useful. Now, let's get on to the actual F2l cases. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is setup. Setup basically means bringing both the corner and the edge piece onto the top layer. So, for this example, we're going to use the red-green slot, which is right here. And the red-green edge is already in the top, and the red-green corner is right here. And I'm going to just bring that up like this. Then I'm going to move it away so we can move the cross piece back like this. And that piece is in the top layer, and that piece is still in the top layer, and that's good. And that is setup. Before we get to the actual F2l cases, I want you guys to remember this little rhyme. If the colors on top are the same, the pieces go together. If they're not, the pieces go apart. So, now that you guys have memorized that rhyme, I am going to show you the case where the colors on top are the same. So we're going to be using the orange-blue pair, goes right here. So the first thing that you want to do is bring the corner piece over the slot where it needs to go. And as you can see, my corner piece is here, right over where it needs to go. So it needs to go here, and it's over that place. Then, after you've done that, turn the top layer so the white sticker can still be seen. Like this. The white sticker can still be seen. Not here, because we can't see the white sticker anymore. Then, after that, we're going to follow the rules of that little rhyme. We want the pieces to go together. So, basically, if you looked at the example pair I showed you when I was talking about what F2l is, you would know that that piece, edge piece, has to go here in order to make it like a pair. Not here, because even though that's together, that wouldn't look very good, and it wouldn't work if you tried it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the corner down, then move the edge to the spot I want it to, then move the corner back up. And now you can see they're paired. And then I would just use one of those inserting algorithms that I taught you. And it's in. And that was how to make and insert a pair if the colors on top are the same. First of all, for this case where the colors on top are different, I want to tell you guys something before we get into how to solve it. So, I'm going to use the red-blue pair in this example. This pair is actually paired. And you might be thinking, what? That's not true, because they're apart. But if you follow what the rhyme says, they should be apart. You remember the part where if the colors are not the same, they should be apart? Yeah, that's the part. So, let me show you why they're paired. If you do this, then you can see that they pair up. That's good. And you will know if a pair that has different colors is paired when, if you look down at this white sticker here, it should not fall in the path of the edge. And I want you guys to look super closely at this white sticker and see if you can see the edge when you trace a path towards it. And you can't. But that is how you know if it's paired. If the white sticker along the path to the edge, you don't see it. For example, if it was like this, and you trace a path to the edge, the white sticker is here, and you trace a path, you can clearly see that edge. If it was here, you could not see it, and that is how you know when this pair is paired. So now let's move on to how to actually solve it. So how to solve this is easy. First, move it so it's over the slot, like the last one. Then, again, move it so the white sticker can still be seen. Then, move it down with an F move, get the edge where it needs to be, and this takes a long time to learn when they pair up, like, correctly. So just experiment, see what works for you, then move it back up, then use one of those pairing algorithms I taught you, and that is paired. And next, we will move on to the third and final case. Okay. So, time for the last case, where the white sticker is on top, on the corner. And please note, for the last two cases that I showed you before this, I was meaning that the white should be on the sides, like here and here, and both the colors on top should not be white. And obviously that can never be true for the edge if you've done the white cross, because then that would be a cross piece. So let's get to this case. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to move the edge to its centerpiece, orange to orange. And I'm tracking the orange-green pair. Then what you want to do, with an R or L move, you want to move the piece away from its slot. And so its slot is right here. So basically how you move it away is like this, so that it's not touching any of its colors. If it was touching orange or green, like this, that would not be correct. But it's not touching them, so that is correct. Then, what you want to do is really simple. You want to move this corner over on top of the edge. And you can see it's paired. Then you want to move these two pieces back. And then you just want to insert with one of those algorithms I showed you. And one more thing. If a piece is like this, you just want to move it so that it is like one of those algorithms I showed you, because this wasn't a case that I covered. But if you do that, it's just one move and you can get that algorithm and so on. So let's move on to special cases. Now let's do special cases. Special cases are when a corner is connected to its edge incorrectly. So, as you can see, this is definitely not a pair, but it's still connected. The orange and blue pair. So, if we followed normal rules, we would want to move this edge away from its slot by moving it here. Then we would want to move the corner on top. But then, wait, the corner is already on top. That doesn't make any sense. So it doesn't work. And you have to do this special rule before doing tackling these cases. You have to put it in above its slot, then do R, U2, R prime. Then you do it like its normal case, like that. And it doesn't always pair up like that, but it turns into one of those previous 3 cases that I showed you. So that is how you do special cases. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time on V6 Cubing.